All right, let's unpack this. Think about a role that sits right at the heart of how products are brought to life, how companies communicate their value, and crucially, how they truly understand what you, the customer, actually need. For decades, this has been the product marketing manager or PMM, a critical hands-on role. But what happens when artificial intelligence steps into this picture, not just as like a helpful tool, but as the engine powering every single operation? Here's where the game fundamentally changes. Today, we're taking a deep dive into how the PMM role is being radically reshaped, evolving into what's now being called the AI native product marketing manager. We pulled together a rich stack of sources, articles, cutting-edge research, industry insights to give you that shortcut, to understanding this profound transformation.
What's truly fascinating here, I think, is that we're not just talking about adding a shiny new piece of software to an existing job description. This is a complete paradigm shift. It demands a rethinking of, well, every facet of the role. Imagine from how a brand articulates its core message to how companies keep a real-time pulse on their competitors, and even how they personalize outreach directly to you. Our mission in this deep dive is to extract those essential nuggets of knowledge, helping you grasp not just what is changing, but why it matters, and what the future truly holds.
Okay, to really appreciate the scale of this shift, let's first set the stage. What did a traditional product marketing manager typically do day to day?
Well, traditionally, a PMM acted as a crucial bridge, right? Standing at the intersection of product development, marketing, and sales. Their job was basically to connect what a company was building with how customers would understand and, embrace its value. This involved extensive, often manual research to uncover customer needs, map competitive landscapes, spot market opportunities. Think about it. They would create buyer personas based on demographic analysis, surveys, often resulting in these static representations, maybe updated quarterly, if that,
Right, very static.
and go-to-market strategies, typically crafted through milestone-based planning. That meant endless emails, scheduled meetings to coordinate everyone.
Sounds exhausting.
It was. And competitive analysis. That was a labor-intensive quarterly thing, manually tracking websites, pricing changes, just reacting to market shifts. And the content creation workflows, oh boy, they were immense. Manually developing sales collateral, product descriptions, case studies, ensuring brand voice consistency. That relied heavily on written guidelines and manual enforcement.
Policing the brand voice, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Sales teams got static PDF battle cards, maybe, and largely manual support. And measuring performance often involved monthly or quarterly reporting cycles, aggregating data manually, which led to reactive, not proactive adjustments. It worked, sure, but it was incredibly human-intensive.
So enter AI, and it sounds like it doesn't just tweak the script, it completely rewrites it. What's the fundamental difference for an AI native PMM?
Yeah, if we zoom out for a moment, look at the bigger picture. The AI native PMM truly operates more like a product marketing engineer. They weave AI right into the fabric of their daily work. This isn't just about making manual processes faster, it's about transforming them into intelligent, automated systems. Systems that deliver, frankly, unprecedented scale and precision.
Okay.
It fundamentally frees up humans to focus on the higher level stuff, strategy, creativity, those nuanced human connections. While AI handles the heavy lifting of execution, it's about building marketing systems that continuously learn and optimize themselves.
That sounds like a monumental shift.
Yeah.
Let's dive into some specific areas where this transformation is already unfolding. How about the very first step? How a brand defines and maintains its voice.
Right. What's truly remarkable here is the evolution from static brand guidelines, those dusty PDFs, to dynamic executable systems. This draws heavily on principles from prompt design and advanced brand voice frameworks. So the process, it kind of starts with core definition, clearly articulating the brand's purpose, maybe empower teams through frictionless AI tools, something like that. Then nailing down specific tonal attributes like authoritative yet approachable, and linguistic preferences, maybe active voice, minimal jargon.
Okay, defining the core.
Exactly. Then comes AI-assisted refinement. You actually engage with the AI. Ask it smart follow-up questions like, what emotions should our messaging evoke? Or which phrases truly align with our vision? This back and forth, this iterative AI prompting, helps generate a concise one-page voice guide. But the crucial part here is human AI co-editing. You treat the AI's outputs as, let's say, sophisticated drafts and refine them together.
So it's collaborative.
Very much so. Finally, for operationalization, you embed that refined voice directly into content workflows using secondary prompts, something like apply brand voice name to all outputs, challenge generic phrasing, ensure alignment with tone and purpose.
So it's not just a set of rules anymore. It's a self-improving system where AI continuously refines voice adherence based on feedback. That's genuinely powerful. But
Yeah.
what about keeping an eye on the competition, that constant churn?
Ah, yes. This brings up a critical challenge, right? How do you keep pace in today's incredibly fast-moving markets?
Mhm.
AI-native PMMs aren't manually tracking competitors anymore. They're using real-time AI-driven systems. Imagine having, like, a crystal ball for your competitors' next moves. That's almost the level of predictive insight these AI systems can offer.
Wow.
Yeah, tools like Visual Ping and Crayon deploy AI to tirelessly monitor competitors' digital footprints, website changes, pricing updates, news, product launches, delivering alerts within minutes, not days or weeks. The AI then filters out the noise, prioritizing high-impact updates that are truly strategic.
Filtering the signal from the noise.
Precisely. And this intelligence feeds into dynamic battle cards. AI-curated data gets integrated via auto-updating tiles. Think of it. An upcoming events tile might pull directly from Crayon or Visual Pulping for immediate sales prep.
Instantly updated.
Exactly. Recent news tiles could use Compite's AI to summarize competitor narratives, giving your sales team instant counterpoints. And feature changes, tiles, update competitive differentiators the moment a competitor tweaks their website. The benefits are staggering. You can track literally like 1,000x more sources than any human team could manage.
That scale is incredible.
And you even gain predictive insights, forecasting competitor moves based on historical patterns. Platforms like Compite can even auto-populate these battle cards directly into CRMs like Salesforce, real-time sales enablement.
That speed and scale are absolute game changers. It's almost like having a dedicated intelligence agency working just for you. Now let's talk about one of the sort of holy grails of marketing, reaching you, the customer,
Yeah.
in a truly personal way.
AI native personalization isn't just about basic segmentation anymore. It's about connecting at an individual level, leveraging first, second, and third-party data to drive relevance at immense scale. Think of it in layers. First-party data is what you know directly about your customer's CRM history, purchases, website interactions, like user X bought feature Y.
Your own data.
Right. Then there's second-party data, which is partner-shared data, maybe co-marketing engagement metrics. And finally, third-party data comes from enrichment sources, like firmographic data details about their company, or LinkedIn data.
Bringing it all together.
Exactly. For AI-driven tactics, tools like Relevance AI analyze these complex data layers to dynamically insert content that's hyper-relevant. Imagine an email opening with, "Congrats on your new role as a new role at company name," because AI pulled that info.
That's incredibly specific.
It is, and this enables predictive optimization. AI continuously tests subject lines, content variants in real time, boosting email open rates by, in some cases, 26% and replies by 29%. That's significant.
Definitely.
It also allows for incredibly sophisticated segmentation, clustering audiences by actual behavior, say, visited pricing page 3x, to trigger targeted nudges. You can even trigger personalized offers via AI models based on their engagement scores. Every interaction feels unique.
It's clear that AI is transforming specific tasks, but the source material really emphasizes this as a complete transformation. What does that look like across the entire PMM responsibility matrix? How deep does this really go?
That's a crucial question because it truly impacts every core strategic function. Let's take intelligent market research and competitive intelligence. It goes far beyond just monitoring. AI-native PMMs use continuous automated systems. Natural language processing, NLP, that's the AI that can read and understand mountains of unstructured text data, customer reviews, support tickets, social media chatter, pulling out insights that would take a human team years to process manually. It's a level of comprehensive intelligence previously impossible.
Wow.
And predictive analytics, they don't just report the past, they actually anticipate competitor moves and market shifts, enabling truly proactive strategy.
So instead of just reacting to the market, PMMs can actually foresee trends and prepare.
Precisely. And this leads us to dynamic customer persona development. Forget those static buyer personas that get outdated the moment they're printed.
Yeah, they're often out of date quickly.
Right. AI now leverages real-time behavioral data to create dynamic customer representations that evolve continuously. Machine learning analyzes subtle patterns in user behavior, allowing personas to adapt automatically as preferences or market conditions change. Tools like Jetta.ai and Relevance AI are really pushing the envelope here.
Wait, you're saying personas aren't just static snapshots anymore? They update themselves. That fundamentally changes how marketing adapts.
Absolutely. And then there's AI-powered positioning, and messaging. AI can rapidly generate multiple content variations, automate A/B testing on a massive scale, and optimize messaging in real time based on actual performance data. Tools like Copy.ai, Writer.com, Jasper AI, they enable rapid generation of messaging alternatives. They ensure brand voice consistency while intelligently adapting tone and style for different segments or channels.
No more waiting weeks for new copy or A/B test results then.
Exactly. And for predictive go-to-market strategy, AI utilizes predictive modeling. It helps optimize launch timing, resource allocation, even channel selection. It analyzes vast historical data to recommend optimal strategies, often spotting patterns a human might miss.
Finding hidden correlation.
And automated workflow management coordinates cross-functional teams with intelligent task prioritization. It allows for real-time strategy adjustments based on live market signals and performance data.
This sounds like a whole new level of efficiency and strategic foresight.
It truly is. And this extends directly into automated content creation and optimization. AI can generate high-quality content at scale: blogs, social posts, emails, white papers, case studies far faster than any human. Tools like ContentShake AI and Brandwell personalize content and optimize its distribution timing for maximum impact. And automated A/B testing continuously refines performance, meaning your content is always getting smarter.
Constantly learning.
Yes. And for intelligent sales enablement, real-time battle card updates are just the start. AI-powered sales coaching, via platforms like Gong, provides deep insights from actual sales calls, helping reps improve on the fly.
Coaching based on real interactions.
Right. Predictive lead scoring helps sales teams prioritize effectively, focusing on prospects most likely to convert. And interactive training materials can even adapt to individual learning styles.
So sales teams are getting smarter, faster, in real time, based on actual conversations.
Yeah.
What about the all-important performance analytics?
Yeah, real-time performance analytics. This shifts us from those cumbersome monthly reports to dynamic real-time dashboards. You get automated insight generation and truly predictive analytics. AI-powered platforms like Salesforce Einstein, HubSpot AI, Adobe Sensei, they provide immediate feedback on campaign performance and recommend adjustments. They can even forecast campaign outcomes before potential issues arise. It transforms the PMM's role from reactive troubleshooting to proactive optimization.
Okay, this sounds like a massive undertaking for any organization, though.
Yeah.
How do they actually navigate this shift? The sources lay out a compelling three-stage transformation framework.
Yeah, and if we think of it as a roadmap for evolution, it makes the journey much clearer. Stage 1 is the traditional PMM foundation. This is the starting point for most organizations, really, characterized by those familiar manual processes, static planning documents, reactive measurement, think Excel, PowerPoint, basic CRM.
The baseline.
Exactly. Personalization is broad, maybe just demographics. Insights are periodic, monthly, quarterly.
So this is where most are likely operating today, or were until recently.
Probably. Then you move to stage 2, AI-enabled PMM enhancement. Here, organizations start to integrate basic AI tools, but crucially, human oversight remains significant. It's a hybrid approach. AI assists with research, competitive monitoring becomes semi-automated, planning still follows a more traditional cadence, perhaps. Data-driven decision-making definitely improves, but AI-suggested messaging often still needs that human sign-off. You start seeing basic personalization for multiple segments. Planning cycles might still be monthly, but it's a clear step up from stage 1. It's where AI helps, but humans are still largely driving the car.
A stepping stone, then, and the ultimate destination.
That would be stage 3, AI-native PMM optimization. This is the full realization of the transformation potential. It involves fully automated intelligence gathering, predictive optimization, real-time adaptation across all core functions. Advanced AI platforms, integrated automation. They enable continuous optimization with minimal manual intervention. Hyper-personalization tailored to the individual becomes genuinely possible.
No.
And continuous optimization cycles replace traditional planning periods, allowing for near-instant responses to market changes. It's a truly self-optimizing system.
This paints a very comprehensive picture. For our listener who wants to grasp the practicalities, what are some of the actual tools driving this? And maybe more importantly, what are the tangible results we're seeing?
Right. The core AI technologies powering this revolution are things like natural language processing, NLP that helps AI understand human language. Then, machine learning and predictive analytics for pattern recognition and forecasting. automation and workflow intelligence for streamlining tasks, and even computer vision and web intelligence, allowing AI to see and interpret online data.
So a whole suite of technologies.
Definitely. And when we talk specific tools for competitive monitoring, you hear names like Crayon, Clue, Compite. For research analysis, maybe Perplexity AI, Notebook LM. Visual Ping is great for tracking website changes. Gong, as I mentioned, for conversation intelligence. Jetta.ai for dynamic persona generation. For content creation, tools like Copy.ai, Writer.com, Jasper AI are really popular. And for overall analytics across the stack, platforms like Salesforce Einstein, HubSpot AI, Adobe Sensei are leading the way.
Okay, quite a toolbox. And implementation. How does a company get there?
Well, an ideal strategy involves clear phases. Phase 1, maybe the first 3 months, focuses on integrating basic AI tools. Research competitive intelligence, establishing data collection, experimenting with AI content.
It's a small experiment.
Exactly. Then phase 2, months 4-6 perhaps, involves deploying more advanced analytics and automation. Integrating AI into go-to-market planning, implementing AI-powered sales enablement. Finally, phase 3, maybe months 7-12, aims for that full real-time performance measurement, implementing predictive analytics across all functions, and establishing those continuous learning and adaptation processes.
So for the listener, what does this all mean for the bottom line? What's the measurable ROI on this kind of transformation?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the transformation is showing significant gains across the board. In terms of efficiency, we're talking about a 50 to 80% reduction in manual research time. Yeah. A staggering 60 to 90% faster content creation, and a 40 to 70% improvement in campaign setup time. Imagine cutting weeks of work down to days. For quality, the improvements are equally impressive. A 25 to 40% increase in content quality scores. A 30 to 50% improvement in message resonance, meaning your message actually lands.
It connects better.
Right. And a 20 to 35% better competitive positioning accuracy. And when it comes to direct business impact, organizations are reporting a 15 to 30% increase in marketing qualified leads, MQLs, those valuable prospects ready for sales outreach.
They're qualified leads faster.
We're also seeing a 20 to 40% improvement in sales enablement effectiveness and a solid 10 to 25% growth in campaign ROI. The numbers, well, they really speak for themselves.
This deep dive has made it abundantly clear. The AI Native Product Marketing Manager isn't just a new job title. It represents one of the most profound, significant shifts in marketing operations we've seen in decades. It's a comprehensive transformation, moving from manual and reactive to automated, predictive, and operating in real time.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the broader implications, it means PMMs can truly elevate their focus. They can now dedicate their time to strategic thinking, creative problem solving, building authentic relationships. While AI handles the heavy lifting of data processing, content generation, performance optimization, it really is about building self-optimizing marketing systems that continually improve.
And looking ahead, the sources tell us this is just the beginning, right? We'll see even more with generative AI expanding into creative strategy, advanced predictive modeling for market entry, and eventually the very real possibility of autonomous marketing campaign management. The skills needed will evolve too, emphasizing things like AI prompt engineering, sophisticated data interpretation, high-level predictive strategy development. So what does this all mean for you listening right now? This shift ensures that humans can spend more time on creativity and true strategic thinking, kind of liberated from the mundane tasks. But it also raises a provocative question for you to mull over. As AI handles more and more of the execution, how might this change in focus fundamentally redefine the very essence of human creativity and strategic thinking in the world of marketing?